Welcome, everyone. Today is not just another video. Today is not just another lesson. Today, we are going deep into the real truth. Why so many people, millions, even billions, struggle for years to speak English. And why you have the power to break that struggle starting today. Listen carefully. Don't just hear the words, feel them. Maybe you have tried before. Maybe you have failed. Maybe you have studied grammar books, vocabulary lists, hundreds of videos. But still, when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. You get nervous. You forget words. You feel small. You feel powerless. And you start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe English is not for me. But my friend, today I am here to tell you, you are not the problem. The methods you used were the problem. Because learning English is not about just knowing. It's about doing, feeling, living, practicing, loving the journey. English is not a language you memorize. English is a skill you grow. Just like you cannot become a swimmer by reading swimming books, you cannot become an English speaker by only reading grammar books. You must train your mind, your tongue, your heart, together. And the best part? It's never too late. You are not too old. You are not too young. You are not too slow. All you need is the right way. And that's exactly what I will give you today. Step by step, clearly, powerfully, emotionally. Stay with me till the end, and you will finally understand why you have struggled before, why speaking English has felt so hard, and how, starting today, your English journey can finally become natural, easy, powerful. Imagine yourself speaking English confidently, expressing your ideas clearly, making international friends, getting better jobs, traveling the world without fear. Imagine feeling proud of yourself. That is not just a dream. It is your future if you stay till the end and take action. Part 1. Why you can't speak English. Let's start by facing the truth. If you are watching this video, it means you care about English. You have a dream. You want to speak English. You want to express yourself. You want to connect with people around the world. But something is stopping you. Why? Why do so many people spend 5 years, 10 years, even 20 years learning English, but still can't speak it fluently? Let's break it down clearly, step by step. Reason 1. You learned English like a subject, not a skill. First and most important reason. You learned English like a subject, not like a skill. Think about it. In school, what did they teach you? Grammar rules, vocabulary lists, writing essays, memorizing answers. It was just like learning history or science, right? Memorize, write, forget. But English is not like history. English is not like math. English is a living language, a real-life skill. It's like learning to swim. It's like learning to drive a car. It's like learning to play guitar. Can you learn swimming by reading 10 books? Can you learn driving by watching 50 videos? Number. You must jump into the water. You must sit in the car and drive. You must hold the guitar and play. English is the same. You cannot just study English. You must use it, practice it, speak it, live it. That's why, no matter how many grammar rules you know, If you don't practice real speaking, real thinking, real feeling, you can't speak fluently. You learned English to pass exams, not to live real conversations. And that's where the problem started. Reason 2. Fear and shame killed your confidence. Maybe you tried to speak English once. Maybe you made a small mistake. Maybe someone laughed. Maybe you felt embarrassed. And from that day, fear started living inside you. You started thinking, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh again? What if I sound stupid? Fear started controlling you. But my friend, listen to me carefully. Mistakes are beautiful. Mistakes are proof you are learning. Mistakes are the bridge between dreams and success. A child falls hundreds of times before learning to walk. Do we laugh at babies for falling? Number. We clap. We encourage them. So why do we punish ourselves when learning English? Mistakes are not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. And the good news? You can defeat fear. You will defeat fear. Reason 3. Wrong focus. Memorizing instead of using. You focused on memorizing English, not using English. Many people say, first, I will memorize 2,000 words, then I will start speaking. First, I will finish 10 grammar books, then I will speak. And guess what? That day never comes. Because language is infinite. There is always more grammar. There are always more words. But real speaking comes from starting now. Even if your English is broken, even if your English is small, speak, use, try. The more you use English, the faster your brain will grow connections, the faster your confidence will build. Use the English you know today. Don't wait for perfect English. Perfect English will come through practice. Memorizing gives you knowledge. Speaking gives you power. Reason 4. No consistency, no progress. Many people start strong for 5 days, 10 days, and then they stop. No daily practice, no daily thinking, no daily English life. And then they wonder, why am I not improving? My friend, English is like a plant. If you water it daily, it grows beautifully. If you water it once a month, it dies. You need small daily actions. Even 15 minutes a day is better than 3 hours once a week. Consistency is the king of learning. Without it, no growth, no fluency, no results. Reason. 5. You never made English your habit. English was always something extra, something you would do later, only for exams, only for office. But real fluency happens when English becomes your habit. When you think small thoughts in English. When you talk to yourself in English. When you hear English music, podcasts, videos, daily. English must become a living part of you, just like breathing, just like walking. That's how fluency is born. Part 2. How you can start speaking English naturally. Tip 1. Change your mindset. English is not a subject, it's a skill. Let's begin with something very important. Most people fail to speak English because they treat it like a school subject. They think English is just about memorizing grammar rules, passing exams, and getting certificates. But that's completely wrong. English is not a subject. English is a living skill. just like swimming, cycling, or cooking. It's something you learn by doing, by practicing, by living it every day. Imagine a person who wants to learn swimming. He reads 10 books about swimming. He watches 50 videos about swimming. But he never jumps into the water. Will he ever learn to swim? Of course not. The same thing happens with English. Many people keep reading grammar books, memorizing vocabulary lists, and watching tutorials, but they are too scared to practice speaking. They are sitting outside the pool, but never jumping in. Real English speaking happens when you use it, not when you just study it. Your mindset should be, I am learning a living skill. I must practice it daily, just like a child learning to walk. Children fall down hundreds of times when learning to walk, but they never say, walking is too difficult. I give up. You also must have that childlike mindset. Fall, get up. Fall, get up, but never stop. If you treat English like a life skill, not just a boring subject, you will start improving faster than you ever imagined. Tip 2. Stop translating. Start living in English. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is translating everything from their native language into English before speaking. When you translate inside your mind, you lose speed. You get stuck. You feel nervous. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you are hungry. If you think in your own language first, I am hungry, and then try to translate it to English in your head, you waste 2 to 3 seconds. During that time, you lose confidence. But if you can directly think in English, feel in English, you will speak much faster. The goal is to live in English, not just speak English. What does living in English mean? It means, when you look at your coffee in the morning, think, this coffee smells amazing. When you see a sunset, think, what a beautiful evening. When you feel tired, think, I need to rest for a while. When you smile, think, today is a good day. You must slowly reprogram your mind to use English as your first instinct. At first, it will feel strange. You might forget words. You might make mistakes. That's 100% okay. Nobody becomes fluent without passing through the stage of mistakes. Think of it like moving to a new city. In the beginning, you don't know the streets. You get lost. But after a few weeks, you know the roads like the back of your hand. The same will happen with English. If you stop translating and start thinking in English every day, the faster you start living in English, the faster English will become your second skin. Tip 3. Talk to yourself. Every day, your best practice partner is you. Here's a beautiful truth that most learners don't realize. You don't need anyone else to practice speaking English. You can practice with yourself every day, every hour, anytime you want. Many learners feel, I have no one to practice with. That's why my English is not improving. Wrong. Your best speaking partner is already with you. It's you. Start small. When you wake up, describe your morning routine to yourself in English. I am brushing my teeth. I am making coffee. Today, I have a meeting at 10 a.m. I should wear my blue shirt. When you are cooking, talk about the food. I'm cutting tomatoes. I'm frying the onions. This smells delicious. When you are walking, describe the street. It's a little cloudy today. The wind feels good. I can hear the birds singing. If you don't know a word, don't stop. Find another simple way to express it. Suppose you forget the word umbrella. You can say the thing we use when it rains. That's natural communication. Fluency is not about using fancy words. It's about keeping the conversation flowing, even when you don't know every word. Speak out loud when you are alone. Speak while looking in the mirror. Smile at yourself. Laugh at your mistakes. Every word you say alone is one step closer to your dream of fluency. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a partner. You need your own voice, your own energy, your own daily practice. Fall in love with speaking to yourself. Because when you speak with yourself every day, speaking with the world becomes natural and easy. Tip 4. Listening is the mother of speaking. Listen like your life depends on it. Before you can speak English well, you must train your ears. Listening is the secret fuel for speaking fluently. Think about how babies learn their first language. They listen for thousands of hours to their mother, their father, their environment, before they say even one word. Babies are not studying grammar. They are not reading vocabulary lists. They are just absorbing the sounds, the rhythm, the emotion of the language. That's why, when they start speaking, they speak naturally and confidently. You must follow the same method. Listen to English daily, like it's your favorite song, like it's your best friend talking to you. It doesn't have to be serious lessons. You can listen to short stories, daily conversations, audiobooks, motivational talks, even English podcasts while cooking or driving. Don't stress about understanding 100% of everything. Focus on the rhythm, the flow, the feeling of the words. Slowly, your ears will start catching patterns. Slowly, your brain will build sentences naturally. Without even realizing it, you will start thinking, "Oh, that's how people say it. That sounds natural. I can use that too." For example, when you hear a native speaker say, "I'm just chilling at home," you automatically learn a casual, real way to say, "I'm relaxing." Or when you hear, "Let's grab some coffee," you learn a natural, friendly way to invite someone. This is how real English is learned, not from textbooks, but from real listening and real practice. Make a rule for yourself. I will listen to English at least 30 minutes every day, no matter what. Even if you are tired, even if you are busy, even if you don't understand everything, feed your brain with the music of English daily. Because listening is the mother of speaking. When your ears are strong, your mouth will naturally follow. Tip 5. Build your daily English routine. Success is hidden in your daily habits. Many people dream of speaking English fluently, but very few create a solid daily routine for English practice. If you look carefully at successful people in any field, athletes, musicians, business leaders, you'll notice one powerful thing. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on habits. If you wait to feel motivated every day, you will practice once a week or once a month. But if you create a simple, powerful routine, you will practice automatically, just like brushing your teeth or eating lunch. Your English routine doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as 15 minutes of speaking practice, talking to yourself, or describing your day in minutes of listening practice. Podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, 10 minutes of writing, journaling your thoughts, or making a to-do list in English, 5 minutes of reading, news articles, stories, quotes. That's it. Less than 1 hour daily can completely transform your English within a few months. Imagine the power. If you practice speaking English for just 15 minutes every day, you're doing over 90 hours of speaking in 1 year. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 week and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. Consistent, English will not feel like learning anymore. It will become a natural part of your life, like your native language. The secret is in tiny daily actions. No matter how busy you are, you can always find 1 hour for English. Think of it this way. If I truly love my future self, I will make time for English today. Your dreams are waiting. Your better future is waiting. Make English your daily oxygen. Make English your lifestyle, not just your hobby. Tip 6. Surround yourself with English. Create an English environment everywhere. One of the biggest secrets fluent English speakers know is this: your environment shapes your success more than your talent. If your surroundings are always in your native language, your mind will naturally think in your native language. But if you slowly create an English environment, your mind will start thinking automatically in English, without forcing it. It's not about moving to an English-speaking country. It's about bringing English into your daily life wherever you are. Here's how you can do it. Change your phone, laptop, and apps to English. Follow English-speaking YouTubers, Instagram pages, and podcasts. Watch movies and series with English subtitles. Stick small labels in your house like mirror, door, kitchen, window to build subconscious connections. Set an alarm that gives you an English quote every morning. Imagine waking up and the first thing you see is a quote like, "Believe you can," and you're halfway there. Your brain immediately gets programmed in English without effort. Even small actions done daily will create a huge shift inside you. Think about this. A fish doesn't think about swimming. Why? Because it lives in water. You also must live in the water of English. When English becomes the air you breathe, fluency becomes unstoppable. You don't have to fight. You just grow naturally. Surround yourself with English, and English will surround your life with new opportunities. Tip 7. Master the art of chunking. Stop memorizing single words. One of the smartest ways to sound more natural in English is to learn in chunks, not individual words. What does that mean? Instead of memorizing the word morning, learn the whole chunk. Good morning. How are you? Instead of memorizing the word coffee, learn the natural phrase, "Would you like a cup of coffee?" When you learn English in chunks, your brain doesn't have to work hard to create sentences. It simply pulls out full, ready-made expressions, just like a native speaker. Think of your brain as a chef. If you only have raw ingredients, single words, you need to cook a dish every time. It takes time, effort, and sometimes mistakes. But if you have ready-to-eat meals, full chunks, you just serve it fast. For example, instead of thinking, "Want you coffee?" you naturally say, "Would you like some coffee?" This is how babies learn too. They don't say, "I am hungry," word by word. They hear the full chunk, "I'm hungry," hundreds of times, and just repeat it automatically. You should copy the same method. Write down common phrases you hear in movies and podcasts. Practice saying them out loud daily. Act like an actor practicing his lines for a movie. The more chunks you master, the faster and smoother your English becomes. No need to memorize 10,000 words individually. Master 2,000 useful chunks, and you will communicate like a champion. Tip 8. Practice speaking fast, even if you make mistakes. Speed builds confidence. Many beginners think they must speak perfectly before they speak fast. This is a big mistake. Fluency is not about being perfect. Fluency is about being smooth and confident, even with small mistakes. Imagine two speakers. Speaker A speaks very slowly, searching for perfect grammar, but sounds nervous. Speaker B speaks quickly, naturally, with small grammar mistakes, but sounds confident. Who looks more fluent? Always Speaker B. Because real-world communication is about flow, connection, emotion, not grammar exams. In daily life, nobody cares if you said he go to school instead of he goes to school. They care about whether you are clear, smooth, and engaging. To build this confidence, practice speaking faster than you feel comfortable. Force your mouth to move faster. Yes, you will make more mistakes in the beginning. Yes, you will stumble sometimes. That's not a problem. That's part of the process. Remember, runners don't learn to run fast by walking slowly. They start running fast, falling, stumbling, but they keep going. Speed builds muscle memory. When you practice fast speaking daily, your brain gets used to building sentences quicker, without fear. Here's a simple exercise you can do. Pick a simple topic, like my favorite food or my weekend plans. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Speak non-stop, even if you don't know the perfect sentence. Keep your mouth moving no matter what. Over time, your speaking muscle will get stronger. Soon, you will surprise yourself. Wow, I just spoke English for 5 minutes non-stop without feeling scared. That's the power of training your speed. Fluency is built not by being perfect, but by being fearless. Practice speaking fast, and fluency will come faster than you ever dreamed. Tip 9. Visualize your English success. Every single day, train your mind like champions do. The human brain is more powerful than any machine ever created. Before you achieve anything big outside, you must first achieve it inside your mind. The best athletes, actors, and business people in the world all use one secret technique: visualization. They imagine themselves winning before the world sees them win. You must do the same for your English journey. Every morning or night, close your eyes for 5 minutes. Visualize yourself speaking English fluently in a meeting, everyone listening carefully, laughing confidently with international friends in English, giving a powerful presentation or video in English, traveling around the world, communicating easily in English. Feel the emotions: pride, joy, excitement. Make it real in your mind. Your brain cannot tell the difference between real and imagined experiences. If you repeatedly imagine yourself succeeding, Your brain starts believing it's natural for you to speak English fluently. It removes fear, doubt, and hesitation without even needing conscious effort. Imagine a movie star. Before their blockbuster hit, they were already acting like a star in their mind. They walked, talked, and thought like a star before anyone recognized them. If you want to become fluent, you must first think and feel like a fluent speaker every single day. Visualization costs you nothing, but gives you everything. It's a secret weapon hidden in plain sight. And the greatest masters use it daily without fail. If you can see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand one day. Think in English sentences, not words. Upgrade your mental operating system. One of the biggest invisible changes that happen inside fluent speakers is this: they don't translate from their mother language to English. They think directly in English sentences. This is why they can respond fast, joke naturally, and sound effortless. If you always think in your native language first, then try to translate. It's like driving a car while pulling the brakes. You will always feel slow, confused, and nervous. Instead, retrain your brain to think in simple English sentences all day long. Even when you are alone, describe your world in English. For example, I am drinking coffee right now. The weather is sunny today. I need to buy groceries this evening. At first it may feel strange or slow, but very quickly your brain will start creating small English sentences automatically. Soon, you won't even notice it. English thinking becomes your new default system. It's like changing from a slow old phone to the latest, fastest smartphone. Your brain becomes faster, clearer, and more efficient. Another powerful trick is narration. Talk to yourself in English about everything you are doing. When you are cooking, say, "Now I'm chopping the vegetables. I'm heating the oil. It smells delicious." When you are traveling, say, "The traffic is heavy. I might be late. I should call my friend." The more you narrate your daily life in English, the deeper English roots grow inside your mind. Thinking in English is not just a skill, it is the oxygen that your fluency breathes. Copy great speakers. Become a mirror, then become a master. Another shortcut to English mastery is copying the speaking style of great communicators. Every successful person you admire once copied someone else before they found their own style. Musicians copy great singers. Artists copy great painters. Athletes copy great champions. You must do the same in English. Pick 2 to 3 native English speakers you admire, YouTubers, TED Talk speakers, actors, and mirror them. Copy their tone, rhythm, pauses, pronunciation, and body language. Don't just listen passively. Be active. Play a 30-second clip, pause it, and repeat exactly like them. Focus not only on what they say, but how they say it. Their energy, their emotions, their emphasis on words. Over time, your brain and tongue will learn to produce English the same way. You are programming your mouth, brain, and emotions to match world-class communication. In fact, research shows that shadowing, repeating after native speakers without translating, is one of the most powerful tools for language learning. Actors in Hollywood often learn entire new accents within months using this same technique. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Copy greatness first. Mastery will follow naturally. If you mirror the best, you will soon join the best. Learn English with emotions, not just logic. Feel it deeply. Here's a secret almost nobody talks about. Language is emotional, not mechanical. Many learners treat English like a machine. They memorize vocabulary, study grammar rules, and solve exercises like math problems. But real communication is not cold or logical. It is emotional, full of feeling, energy, and connection. If you learn English emotionally, your progress will be 10 times faster. How do you learn emotionally? Choose topics that excite you. Movies, music, travel, success stories, motivation. Listen to English speeches that make your heart beat faster, victory speeches, interviews with champions. Read books and stories in English that make you laugh, cry, dream, or feel inspired. Speak about things you are passionate about, not boring textbook topics. When you feel emotions while learning English, your brain releases powerful chemicals like dopamine and adrenaline. These chemicals lock the language deeper into your memory. That's why you still remember emotional events from your childhood but forget what you memorized yesterday. Emotion is the glue that sticks English to your soul. So don't just learn English. Live English, feel English, breathe English. The deeper you feel it, the faster you will own it forever. Master one English area first, then expand like a champion. Many beginners make a huge mistake. They try to learn everything at once: advanced grammar, business English, casual slang, academic writing, storytelling, debate, interview skills, all together. This leads to overwhelm, confusion, and burnout. It's like trying to build 10 houses at the same time. You end up finishing none. The smart way is this: master one area first, then expand. Pick one area based on your goal and interest. For example, if you love movies, focus on mastering casual conversation English first. If you dream of working abroad, master business English communication first. If you want to become a YouTuber, master storytelling in English first. Focus fully on one area. Dive deep. Get 80% good in that area before touching other types of English. When you master one skill, you build confidence, momentum, and joy. Then expanding to other skills becomes easy and fun. Champions do not rush to learn everything. They focus, master, and conquer one mountain at a time. Success is not about speed, it's about smart direction. Your English journey is a beautiful marathon, not a sprint. Enjoy every step. The biggest reason people give up on English is wrong expectations. They think they should be fluent in 30 days, 60 days, or even 90 days. When it doesn't happen, they feel frustrated, ashamed, and defeated. But here's the reality. English mastery is a beautiful marathon, not a quick sprint. Think of it like growing a mighty oak tree. It takes time, patience, sunshine, rain, and care. But when the tree is fully grown, it stands tall for 100 years. Similarly, your English skills need daily nourishment, small steps every day. Not one big jump, but thousands of small, smart steps. If you study even 30 minutes daily, with focus and emotion, in 6 months, your English life will be unrecognizable. You will speak better, think faster, and connect deeper. And guess what? the journey itself will become magical. You will start loving the feeling of growing, improving, expanding your world through English. You will meet new people, see new opportunities, build new dreams, all because you didn't quit. Remember, slow growth is still growth. Tiny victories are still victories. A small candle can still light up a huge room. Trust your journey. Honor your efforts. Celebrate your small wins every day. Because in the end, the ones who enjoy the journey always reach the destination. Final message. My dear friends, before we end today, I want to leave you with a message that comes straight from my heart. Learning English is not just about speaking another language. It's about opening new doors in your life. It's about dreaming bigger, connecting deeper, and becoming stronger. Maybe today you feel shy. Maybe you make mistakes. Maybe sometimes you feel like giving up. But remember, every master was once a beginner. Every great speaker was once silent. Every champion was once unsure. The only difference between those who succeed and those who quit is one small thing. They didn't stop. They kept going, even when it was hard, even when they felt tired, even when the world laughed at them. And one day, all the practice, all the struggles, all the little steps became a beautiful success story. Your story is being written right now, and I believe your story will inspire the world. If you truly want to speak English fluently, beautifully, confidently, never give up. Never doubt yourself. Never stop moving forward. And if you want more powerful lessons, more motivation, and more guidance on your journey, make sure you subscribe to our channel right now, because together we are building a community of dreamers, doers, and unstoppable learners from every corner of the world. Subscribe, stay connected, and remember, your best English is not a dream. It is your destiny, and your journey has already begun today. Thank you so much for being with us. This is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. See you in the next video. Stay strong, stay positive, stay unstoppable.